Well, hello there. Here we are playing PGA Tour 2K23 on PlayStation 5. And we are continuing from the last hole. We are in the 300. This is the hole 12. Oh, fucking hell.
Where did that come from? That's not his style.
You're right, that's not my style.
Time for the second shot at the 12th.
I lost my timing.
Going with the hybrid. This one looks to be a tad wayward.
What the
and
fuck,
here we are
man?
with the third shot. Just one stroke back and right in it. Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this.
Fucking hell.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Good chance this one. Right on 6 feet.
Some damage limitation. This one for a bogey.
Yeah, you'll take that. Just 2 shots back after that hole.
After an eagle.
Rich, the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left. Requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
This needs just a little work to the left-hand side.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
Downhill. Downhill. Maybe that's too much. Oh my God.
Oh, just missed.
Those grid lines are lying, man.
Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par.
They've got this putt to pull ahead of Justin Thomas. This group rivalry could get interesting.
Now, that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hopping right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
A little off the mark on that approach shot.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
Found the green side rough. Ooh, that almost went down. This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
That was so close. Oh my God.
And in it goes for the par.
Oof.
He's currently tied for 7th. The 15th, Rich, a very good par 4. Although, if you're Victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Good shot there. Let's move one step closer to the lead here. This putt for a share of fourth. Go in. Ooh.
Shit.
A par putt awaits. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. The 16th at Riviera Ridge is the last chance to get amongst the birdies on a par 3.
A breathtaking short par 3, 166, an island green surrounded by bunkers.
Needs to make a move soon. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance.
Would need to make a long putt to secure a birdie.
And this putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. Ouch, that hurts. And he's down there. You got a read?
This one will run uphill.
Get excited. This could go in.
Fucking hell.
That was a narrow miss. And this one will be for bogey. And that's a little disappointing, dropping some spots on the leaderboard. The last genuine scoring hole at Riviera is certainly this par 5 17th.
Any hopes of getting it home in 2, you better come up with something special off the tee and make sure to avoid the bunker on the right-hand side. Pretty good shot there.
Oh, this is the stuff that gets the juices flowing. Driver off the deck. Oh, absolutely flushed. Getting ready to play their third. Currently 4 shots off the pace. I'm not sure that's what they had in their mind. That's further right than they wanted. And this one to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard.
Better than most.
Well, what a way to bounce back. Nice putt to hole. And that will take him to 2 under. Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
Couple of birdies and a couple of bogeys. Needs to get something going here today. Well played, mate. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
This whole location for him, well, it's about 185 yards out.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
Stop!
And that was a bit of a misfire.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
Great touch.
And that wraps up proceedings in this one. And Henny, no win for this player, but they set a goal and accomplished it by performing better than their rival. They've got to be pleased with taking down Justin Thomas.
Oh, that's right, Luke. This player challenged JT and beat him. That takes a lot of confidence, but also a lot of skill to pull off. Congratulations to them.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
Okay, we have to go to the locker for this. Okay. This one looks better than this one. Okay. Oh, wait. The hell is she's showing me something. Goodness. I have to put something in the cutter. Golf may not be able to achieve during open distances, but because they put spin power cable, all else they tend to find their targets with irregularity. What is this? Oh, we are using another arena.
Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Northern Shore Open is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Koyak. Hello, Henny.
Hi Luke, I am very pleased to be covering this particular featured group because there's a fresh rivalry developing. I smell rivalry in the air. It's going to provide some great entertainment to both the spectators and us this week.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player's going for gold. They're trying to beat Xander Schauffele.
I wouldn't want to try and beat an Olympian. A gold medal winning Olympian with hair as good as Xander Schauffele? And a swing as good as Xander Schauffele? No thank you. I'll leave this up to them.
Yes, I'm just looking through his list of weaknesses, and let me just list them off now. Yep, none. Good luck to you.
Wow, they really put on a show with that approach shot, and their rival, Xander Schauffele, appears to be taking notice as well.
Currently 1 under for the round.
Nice.
Now let's hear from our on-course reporter, John McCarthy, who I see is just rolling up his beach towel. Been striding the fairways here in Florida for the last couple of days leading up to the event. John, what's the Emery Beach Club all about?
Well, Luke, one thing it's about is it's about water. Water hazards will feature prominently on this course this week. The greens also very undulating. There are ridges, there are shelves, there are tiers. I hope the players have done their homework this week because these approach shots into these greens, they're always important, but especially so here at Emery Beach. Several holes feature one of Beamer's nemesis, the tiny bunker. The tiny bunker is in play this week, so you got to be careful off the tee as they seem to pop out where you least expect them. Beautiful Florida course, though. I will enjoy the scenery, and I hope the players will enjoy the challenge of Emery Beach Club this week.
Through the woods.
Atta boy, good shot. Time for the second shot into the third. Good shot there, Beamer. Oh, a 9-foot chance here.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Oh,
That was a gallant attempt.
Stop.
Nice line. Nicely holed. And for par. Currently 2 under for the day. Teeing off here at the 4th. That should find the cut stuff. Well, every week there's a certain bunch of players that everyone keeps an eye on. This one seems to be exactly in that company. One of the strong favourites to win, don't you think, Rich?
Luke, absolutely. Week in and week out, this player has consistently performed at the highest level. I got to believe he's a lot of people's favorites to win this tournament.
Well, that'll be one of the shots of the day, that's for sure. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Beautiful shot. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. And that makes him tied for first. The fifth hole here at Emery Beach Golf Club is a 172-yard par 3 from the back tees. Rich, your thoughts?
Look, the water on the left-hand side really is just there for decoration. Doesn't come into play. The difficult part, though, is this green sits well above the fairway there on the left-hand side. Most players are going to be bailing out, not wanting to go in that bunker to the right, but you miss it out to the left. You got a really challenging up and down.
Was on a good line.
What the fuck? He went over the hole. Oh, where the fuck you going?
No, that's a punish. Nothing worse than putting it off for green. And here we are with the third shot. He's currently tied for the lead. Wow, that almost went in the hole.
And it's boogie.
This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. That's a bogey, but not a bad putt.
Bogey,
Trailing by
boogie.
a stroke after that
Tomato,
hole.
tomato. Let's go.
Aggressive play here, going with driver off the tee.
Looking to bounce back after that bogey at the last. That wasn't pretty. Hopefully this one is better.
Oh, it's going to the back.
Yeah, this lies pretty deep here. Lovely effort that. Playing from around 160 yards. Just one stroke off the lead. Going with the 8-iron here. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Didn't that look good for a long time? A par putt on the table. Ooh, that looks like a pure stroke. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Welcome to this hole. That's a par 4. Quality shot, that one. Time for the second shot here at the 7th. Playing within their comfort zone there. This putt is for a share of second. This is a good chance. Putting for par. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. Well, a little off the target with that one.
Not too sure what happened there. That's a very uncharacteristic mistake.
Oh, I thought that one was going in.
Oh my God almighty, what the fuck is going on?
Getting ready to play their third. Just 2 shots behind. This putt is about 8 feet. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
This is a 12-footer here.
Surely it's going to.
And there it is. And unfortunately dropping back to even with the card. Teeing off here at the 9th hole. No, that's not the shot they wanted. And here we are with the third shot. 4 strokes off the lead. Ooh, wouldn't that have been nice? Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Rich, this player's just a few shots back with the last 9 to play. Did you prefer to be the greyhound or the bunny?
I want to be the greyhound. I'm sprinting away if I possibly can. This player's 3 back. They need to start sprinting.
Stop.
That's not the shot he was hoping for. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
And from around 135 yards.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
Wow, did this come out beautifully.
Trying to get to 2 under with this putt.
Looking to sink this to be even with Xander Schauffele.
A wonderful putt. You can claim it. Back to back birdies.
What
2
a
in a
feeling.
row there, Luke. Getting their groove on.
Trailing
What
by
a
a couple
feeling.
of strokes now.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
All right, he's going with a little extra club. Gone against the caddy here. Let's see if it was the right shout.
Well, it's found the surface, but that's about as much as you can say about it.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
Try something crazy. Oh my god, it is crazy. Whoa, what the fuck, man?
Old-fashioned hammer hands. That'll ruin any putter's stats. Getting ready to play their third. He's 2 shots back. How close was that to going down? 7 feet to the cup.
They'll be happy to get this in the hole. This for bogey.
That will work. Currently 1 under for the tournament. Here we are, Rich, on the 12th tee at Emery Beach. And this par 5 is at 550 from the back tees.
And what a hole this is. Bunker down the right-hand side comes into play if you really mishit it, but the one right in the center, that little zit, I tell you what, that is going to make some players angry. I can promise you that. If you avoid all that, second shot, fairly straightforward. Anything bailing out to the right is going to lead to a really simple pitch shot for your up and down birdie.
Oh, I love this person's confidence and courage. Driver off the deck here.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
They're a long way from the hole here. Work to be done.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Oh, I like the look of this. Terrific shot. Almost an eagle. And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
That dog will hunt.
Time for the second shot here at the 13th.
What the hell
Well
is
done.
that?
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. That's frustrating. You'll take the tap in for par any day. He's currently sitting in 5th place. Let's see what happens here at the 14th. Well, on the tee now, coming off for par. Chance to pipe one up the middle.
What a drive. Look at that.
Taking aim from about 220 yards out. 2 strokes off the lead.
How the hell it went left?
Not sure if that's what they're intending to do.
One of the rare misses for this player today, Luke. They've been hitting a lot of greens today.
Ooh, that almost went down. 13 feet to the hole.
Now this one, this is important. This for par.
Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold. He's in a share of 5th position. Well, let's get amongst this 15th hole. Well, that's a handy shot. Playing from around 190 yards out. Just 3 strokes back. Opting for the 5-iron.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
A chance to get to 3 under with this putt. Ooh, right by the hole. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup.
This one's tracking. And with that putt, now 2 under with the final few holes to go. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Teeing off here on the 16th hole. Opting for the 9-iron. This is the all-important stretch. Time to make your move. That's a great shot here at 16. It sets up a chance for birdie. Always nice to hold those for a birdie. And that will take him to 3 under. He's currently tied for 4th.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Emery Beach Golf Club is another one of these courses, Rich, that has a short par 4 at 17th.
It does. As you can see, a massive bunker down the left-hand side. So players really want to bail out to the right and leave themselves with just a nice, short little pitch shot. Only the brave and the longest are really going to want to challenge this green. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
Ooh, almost went in.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
And a chance to move into a tie for 2nd here.
And only 1 hole to go in this event, Luke.
Oh, so close. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Just 2 shots back after that hole. And now teeing off on the final hole of this round.
Final hole.
That's nicely done. opting for the hybrid, I think. And here we are with the third shot. Just a couple back from our leader. Sitting at 3 under par. Currently tied for 4th place. Take that. That's quality. Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
Love watching this player around the greens.
And with that putt, concludes this players round. Well, Rich, we had high expectations for this player early, but sadly, no win in the end.
No, they just couldn't quite get their game going in the final round. Unfortunately, comes up a little bit short, but what can I say? Another solid performance.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports.
The rivals must decline all of this. There's only 2. Let's go with the lady. Come on.
UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Kuyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hi Luke, great to be here. As this event kicks off, our featured group consists of 2 players who appear to have entered into quite the rivalry.
Well, this week, Henny, it looks like they're intending to beat the big-hitting Brooke Henderson. She might be a kind Canadian, but certainly a fierce rival.
Yeah, she's not going to say sorry. Just make sure you don't look in her trophy cabinet beforehand because you might get intimidated. There's some big major championships in there. Brooke Henderson, speaking of big, hits it big, got big game, and is just so lovely on top of it all. I almost don't want her to be beaten.
Yes, she's a born winner, isn't she, Brooke Henderson? This is going to be a tough rivalry, but one if you can win will certainly build your confidence. And take us through the approach shot. It's not easy to run the ball onto the green.
It's not. Your approach shot has to come in high and soft with a lot of spin, as there's just not much depth to this green. Not much movement either, fairly flat, although there is a ridge that bisects this green in 2. You want to make sure that you're on the correct side of that ridge to have a good opportunity to make the putt.
Playing their 5th shot. That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Currently at 2 over par.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Going with the hybrid. Oh, look at this. Right down the throat.
Yeah, the wind's really starting to blow, but that didn't faze them.
12 feet to the cup coming up.
Oh, Oh, that was such a good stroke.
Par putt coming up here. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole.
How is that even possible?
Rich, the first exposure to the famous lake here at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge is the third.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number one. Water down the left-hand side, you obviously want no part of, but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
Looking really good, this one. A bit long on that one. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. Sitting at 2 over for the day. The first of the par fives, Rich, the fourth hole.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side that shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
Rich, I love being back at Bay Hill every time because you get to honour the absolute legend of our game, the King, Arnold Palmer. There's just an air of something extra special this week, isn't there?
When you step on the property here at Bay Hill, you know you're in the presence of something special. Arnold Palmer's legacy was really built here, wasn't it? Granted, he absolutely brought everything he had to the PGA Tour, but when you come to Bay Hill and you have all the monuments, especially the statue right there to the right behind number 1 and number 10 tee boxes, you just get a chill down your spine like, man, this is some kind of awesome place. I cannot wait to tee it up here. And saying that, Mr. Palmer did not leave a golf course. That's very easy for these players. But listen, they come back here every year knowing that they need and they want to honor the gentleman who helped form the legacy of the PGA Tour. And that's why they're out here playing for all the money. Yeah, that's just not going to work for them.
Sitting at 1 over. Oh, it's a little wayward, bouncing through the branches.
Fucking hell, man.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Time now for the fourth shot. 3 shots off the lead. Didn't that look good for a long time? This one's for bogey. Nice stroke. That's a good putt to hole for a bogey. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Now we head to the famous par 5 6th, Rich. A lot of players are thinking birdie, maybe even eagle.
Out to the right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really solid birdie opportunity.
The fuck?
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Good opportunity coming up to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard.
Turn.
Okay, steady now. Yeah, that's never nice. Putting it off the surface, that hurts. Wow. That was dialed in. And this putt coming up for his par. Sitting at a couple over for the day. Let's have a look at the 7th hole, a par 3.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
Should find the green here. Oh, that one just missed the hole. No green in red, but a chance to save their par. Oh, what a ripper from long range. And that'll promote a good move up the standings. Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
Oh yeah, look at those hands. What a chip shot.
It was masterfully done.
He's currently tied for 15th.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
The par 4 8th, Rich, challenging tee shot and approach.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber is pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
It's a little wayward. Getting ready to play their third. Only a few shots off the pace. Oh, I thought that one was going in. And he needs this to save par.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
Trailing by 4 strokes. Let's take a look at the final hole on the front 9, the 9th, and what a tough tee shot it is.
It is it ever. Players want to avoid the bunker down the left-hand side, so inevitably they push it out to the right-hand side, into the rough, into the trees. Now they've got really very little chance of reaching the green in 2. So this is probably the most difficult tee shot on this front 9, and one they have to find the fairway with.
Oh, what a shot. You'll take that. It's just about 3 feet away.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
And with that lovely play, they're now ahead of their rival. It's getting serious, isn't it? Here we go, Rich. The back 9 on Sunday. What are your thoughts so far?
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
That's a good-looking shot there. From around 120 yards here. Just 3 strokes back. And not a bad approach. He'll be putting. Chance to get one under the card with this putt.
This for back-to-back birdies.
This one's looking good.
Was that a rush of blood? Oh, this would be a good putt to make to move into the top 5. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot. The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 3rd, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
Should find the green. A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 11th. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 1 under. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player.
Well, now things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
It's been a good year. 3 wins so far this season.
Maybe it's better this way. Nice.
Well struck. And here we are with the third shot. Only 2 shots off the pace. Wow, that almost went in the hole. And this putt to move into a tie for first place. Oh, how about that one?
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
3
Finds
bogeys.
himself in a share of the lead.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Number 13, not a long hole by anyone's stretch, but the pond in front of the green really plays havoc.
It does, more so than it should. It's just a long iron or a hybrid off the tee. Find the fairway down the right-hand side. Open up the angle for your second shot. And it's obvious you just don't want to miss your second shot right. So bail out to the left-hand side. Make a par. Pretty simple.
Wonderfully played. Sitting at 2 under par. Currently tied for first place. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Great ball striking. It's a thing of beauty. This putt coming up is for birdie. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. And another of the uphill par 3s, the 14th, Rich.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind?
Airmailed the green with that approach.
After a very consistent run of play over the last half a dozen starts or so, Rich, this player's coming with a whole heap of confidence, and they look to me to be one of the players to beat. Do you agree?
We've seen this player time and time again contend for tournaments, and it is no surprise to see him doing it once again this week. It is so fun watching this player. They're in top form.
Currently at -3 for the event. To get into the closing stretch here at Bay Hill, the 15th, the par 4.
Strong par 4, dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
This should play. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Putting for birdie here. Ouch, that hurts. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
This is important. Big par putt here.
And the putt drops, now at 3 under, heading down the stretch.
Hang on to your hat, folks. We're on for a wild ride.
He's currently tied for first. Well, one of the great parts of the finish here of Bay Hill's Club and Lodge, Rich, is the fluctuations in scoring, and it all starts here at the par 5 16th.
Luke, you got to take advantage of this par 5. It's just over 500 yards. Find the fairway. Don't flirt with either of those bunkers out there. Second shot should be with a middle to long iron to a green that's surrounded by water on the left and bunkers on the right. But still, it's a great opportunity to make 4 or better. Trying to get it to move a little bit to the left here.
Not a bad play, that one. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
Hey, nice looking line.
Oh my God.
Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. And at the end of that hole, he's gone into clear outright leader.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
The par 3 17th, Rich, has got a wonderful atmosphere around it. Looks visually quite stunning, but my word, it's a brute.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
Okay, let's finish here and continue in the next video. God bless you all. Stay safe and peace.